Welcome to Insomnia Tales. And let me be the first one to tell you thank you very much for being listening this audio tale. Um, so, 2 days ago, I went to visit La Moira, which is one of the most haunted houses in Mexico City. I was talking with two police officers that were outside of this house on the street, and since I needed to ask permission to stay the night inside of that haunted house, I was looking for somebody to give me information, so I talked to them. And as soon as I told them that I was attempting to stay the whole night inside of that house, they both told me I was crazy and that I would probably end up seeing the devil or something like that inside of the damn house. So, after being talking a little bit about the house with them, one of the police officers then started to tell me something that happened to him while he was a young boy. So I will tell you that story now. I will name it as the Black Rider. One night, I was coming back from visiting my girlfriend. It was 11:30 p.m. at the time. I was a little bit drunk, but I was good enough to drive my bicycle through the town. I had to cross about 10 kilometers through the woods and then cross a river to get to my town. It was a pretty long distance, mostly if it's in the middle of the night. I got to the river and I started crossing it. The water level was a little bit high, so I had to get down and start walking through the river with my bicycle on my shoulders. But when I got to the other side of the river, I found myself lost. I was in a part of the woods that I had never seen before. Um, I looked in every possible direction, but I couldn't see the river or the road. I could only see trees. And I really got scared, so I started screaming for help because I didn't want it to stay in the forest the whole night. Then I heard a horse. It was walking on the woods. I looked over my right shoulder and then I saw it. It was a giant black horse. It was huge, and on it there was a black rider. He was completely black. I couldn't see his face, not even his eyes. He was wearing a big hat, something like a mariachi sombrero, and he was huge. He was also really, really big. He got off the horse and stood up in front of me. I was really terrified. Believe me, I was terrified of him. And I just wanted to scream, but I couldn't. I was frozen. Then he asked me, "Who are you? What's your family's last name?" I told him who I was and who my father was. Then he pointed to the woods and said, "Do you see that light?" I could saw a light shining far away deep in the woods, so I said yes. He told me to follow it and that it will guide me back to the town. I was so scared that I didn't ask anything else and just started walking. I couldn't use my bicycle because every time that I tried to use it, the chain fell off of its place, so it was useless. After I walked for about 10 minutes, I reached the entrance of the town. I was still feeling so scared that I just got home as fast as possible and got into my bed. Even my mom saw me and she asked me what happened, so I told her what I saw. She told me this: "He is the Black Rider from the woods. He asks the last name of the families, and if you happen to have the last name of his enemies, he then kills you and takes you back to hell with him." I really hope you enjoyed the story, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit on the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, to hear more tales, And soon I will be posting the videos that I will be recording inside of some of the most haunted places in the city. Also, if you have a story of your own that you want me to tell, please let me know through the comments or you can contact me at Facebook. Thank you for listening. So tell me, would you dare to experiment insomnia?